Matthew, you talked about how the ball felt good coming out of your hand on that throw to the touchdown to Puka on Sunday. Like, can you kind of elaborate on what that means? Like, especially on those deep balls, like how can you feel like it's going where you're trying to put it?
Yeah, I mean, certain times you cut it loose and you feel like you put it, in a tire swing right where you want it to, and other times you maybe feel a little less certain maybe about where that one, as far as timing up with the receiver and where it might end up. So I'm looking for all of them to feel really good. Hopefully they do. Sometimes they don't, and guys make great plays on it and whatever. But always feels nice when guys up front do a hell of a job giving me time and step into a throw, and it goes right where I want it to. And obviously Puka did a hell of a job of completing that one.
How accurate is that feel? Like, when it feels good, is it always good?
I mean, majority of the time, yeah.
Okay.
Like the result may not always be,
Right.
Exactly what you're hunting up, but sometimes, you put a ball up in a defense, as I say, and they do a nice job too. But it's always good when you can get more of those than not feeling good.
In terms of developing, the ball comes out of your hand a little bit different. The guys like Aaron Rodgers, there are certain quarterbacks that seem to just have very tight spin, great touch. Is that something that you always have had since you were a kid, or did you have to go through development to get to that point? What's kind of led you?
I think I developed it. I obviously had natural ability as a kid, and was always trying different arm angles and stuff, and playing baseball and shortstop and throwing it around and turning double plays and throwing it down by my knee and all those kind of things that I think aided in that. But I think if you look back at how I played the game when I first got into the league, probably a whole lot more fastballs than there were change-ups and all that kind of stuff, layered balls. I might wait till the next window and just hammer it through, rather than now I might layer that one, or I might wait. I feel like I've developed a few more pitches probably throughout the years.
How did your earlier coaches feel about those arm angles? Like,
most of the coaches I've been around have been really, receptive to just knowing that I'm playing the game with feel. It's not something that I predetermine. I don't catch a snap and go, why don't we throw this one, sidearm? Sometimes it's a, blocked vision, or I'm trying to get around a guy, or whatever it is, or my feet are off, or I'm having to move in the pocket. Other people outside of, I feel like, the buildings that I've been in haven't always been in love with it, and that's okay. I feel like it's now probably more accepted than it was back then for guys to change arm angles. Guy in Kansas City's got a lot to do with that, probably. People, rightfully so, have a lot of respect for how he throws the ball, and he's had a ton of success as a player and as a team, and that that helps. Yeah, I mean, he's another coach out on the field. He's outstanding in his ability to communicate, make adjustments on the fly, and then he's playing at a high level too. So when you combine those things, I feel like on the offensive line, when you can go inside out with great communication and everybody's on the same page, that's when you have your best chance to go out there and play well. I think those guys are have a great understanding of what we're trying to accomplish on every single play. B, have a great grasp of some of the looks that we expect to get, and then if we get something we don't expect, because we get that probably more so than some other places I've been, how do we adjust on the fly and make it right, and then just go out there and physically play great, which I've been doing.
Matthew, Devonte, 7 catches in the red zone, all 7 touchdowns. What do you make of that?
He's doing a great job of getting open down there, and I'm putting in some spots where he can go make his plays, and that's awesome. I think our coaching staff does a great job of, finding ways to, let his skill set come to light down there. And I mean, he's been doing it for a long time in the league, especially down in the red zone. He's got 100-something touchdowns, and it's really impressive to see what he can do in a small area, both at the line of scrimmage and at the catch point.
And I'm just curious, growing up, did you have any idea of what you thought it would feel like to be 37 years old, or something around 37 years old?
I don't think I ever thought that far ahead. No, I surely probably didn't think I was going to be playing NFL football still at 37. When I was a kid, there weren't too many guys that were still doing that. It happens a little bit more now, I think, with just the way that guys take care of themselves, the way the rules are set up, all that is a little bit more conducive to playing for a little bit longer. But I'm sure happy to be doing what I'm doing.
To touch on what Lindsay said, the connection with Devonte, if you take a look big picture at the season, you guys didn't have any time together during training camp. What do you make of looking big picture at the team, the success and where you guys are at now?
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited for it. Obviously, like you said, I missed a ton of time in training camp. I thought Jimmy did a hell of a job keeping our guys sharp and getting us ready to go, and I'm really appreciative of him for that. Our group did a great job and got ready to go. And then obviously I was able to come back in kind of late in the game there and feel good enough to go play. And then I've just been trying to continue to try and play better, develop, and just whatever the coach is asking me to do, I'm trying to go out there and do it.
A couple more guys. How different is facing that 49ers defense without Fred Warner in the middle of it?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, I'm not sure that I've faced him when he hasn't played yet, So, I mean, I know what it's like facing him, I can tell you that. And he's as good a linebacker as there is in the league. His ability to cover up some of the stuff that they ask him to do, in some of their middle field open coverages, is second to none in the NFL. I think with both his ability to move, his understanding of what offenses are trying to do to attack him, all of that is at an elite level. And then the communication, the physicality, the finishing off on plays, all those kind of things is as good as it gets. So playing against any defense with Fred on it is a huge challenge.
What have you seen from Jens Ferguson in terms of his development?
It's exactly what you just said. I think he's continuing to develop, and you got to give him a lot of credit. He's put a lot of work in. He's a guy that has a natural skill set. He's a really talented player. He's done a nice job the last couple of weeks of, hey, here's your role this week, and can you go out there and master that and make the plays when you get the chances and go out there and compete, have fun, do all the things that we want you to do, and he's done a great job of that. And I think he has 3 other guys in that room and a coach that he can really lean on, to kind of show him how it's done, and he's absorbed that information and that feedback and done a great job of translating that onto the grass.
Last one.
The 29-yard completion to Devonte, the no-look you had on that dig route that he ran, I imagine there's more than just like basic surface level of communication that goes into the timing of that in terms of just the ball coming out of your hand the moment he's breaking on his route. I guess what's that collaboration or that process been like and being able to really get that connection to the point where you guys are making plays like that?
Yeah, I mean, it's all just reps and communication. The more reps we get, the better it's going to be. And then we were always communicating, talking to each other, giving each other feedback on, what feels right and all that. And he did a great job of just getting to the spot and the coverage that he needed to get to and the timing and the rhythm of the play, and was able to put it in a good spot for him.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.